Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Here, me and Banjo are back. You might recognize this home studio back in the old neighborhood, and it was a rough landing. I'll tell you what. After 4 years, I at least have a mental preparation of what to expect. Oh, it's Wednesday. I guess that means the yard guys are gonna be here. That's probably them. Anyway, something my mom did not tell me. But anyway, rough landing. It's been 4 years of this, and mentally preparing, mental expectations. They're gonna take 2 minutes. This is what they did 2 weeks ago. Do y'all remember? So, somebody's on schedule. I don't know if it's the same people, because they cover their faces sometimes. And of course, this across the street. Across the street. Okay, so now we're past that. Rough landing. Being luxuriating at Kimmy's house. My mom, when she was dropping me off, I was like, I don't know if I should bring my coffee maker. I gave Kimmy a grocery list, and I would show y'all Banjo, but he's been scratching, so she made a grocery list, and then or I made a grocery list for her, and then my mom was like, I'll just give you 20 for like coffee or whatever if you want to leave the coffee maker, because she makes her tea. She has sweet tea for lunch, and left the coffee maker. So she's like, I'll give you 20 for those 2 days if you can go get coffee. That was her suggestion, which I was pleasantly surprised about. So, oh man, this is starting good. This is gonna be a good 2 days. And then we got to Kimmy's. My mom dropped me off early. We got to Kimmy's, and Kimmy left me $60. I was like, me and my mom were both like, what? So I said, oh my gosh, now I have $80. And then my mom was like, give me that 20 back so I can pay for parking or whatever. I don't know. I said, okay, here's the 20. And so I had $60 for 2 days, and I was so happy about it. I left $37. So I spent less than half of the money that she left me for and this is, I guess, this is what this video is gonna be about, I guess. So I was thrilled. I said $60. She left me $60. Okay, this is great. I'm at Kimmy's house. She left me the keys to her car and $60. 3 20s. I spent, like I said, there's $37 left that I left at the house. Things going good. I had a nice run there as far as things being busy in the neighborhood, it was a lot different. It had quieted down. It's way more busy in this neighborhood than it was in that one. So that was nice. I had $60 and a most quiet neighborhood. I went on a run, and then it was like an hour long run. I'm still getting used to the streets over there. Sometimes you Google Maps it, and it's not the same because I run faster, I guess, than the little walk. They have a car, bus, bike, and walk timing estimates of how long it's going to take to get to that location. And halfway of the route said it was going to take like over an hour. But my entire route, I think it took about like an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. Or probably closer to an hour. And side note, I went running last night, when the sun wasn't out. My usual jogging route. Vance Jackson, Callahan, Stonehaven, Litchfield, back to, what is it, like Pocono. There's like a little turn, like Pocono, Nantucket or something like that. And then, so I just say Litchfield, Vance Jackson, even though there's like a little turn in 2 streets there, to the church. And I was on it. I was in the zone. I said, I think this is the fastest I've ever run this route. But anyway, it was, I think I ended my route at like 5:30, my run there. And, you know, they always get me at the end. Oh, the neighbors were out. Unavoidable neighbor encounter. And, of course, I was all tired. I just ran. I didn't have Gatorade or nothing, so I was just like, oh, this is a really uncomfortable situation. But anyway, I went to HEB. I didn't like it. I can always tell, you know, if, I don't know what your line of work is, but, you know, there's certain processes, mechanisms, about this lifestyle, like I said, that I've had 4 years of experience with now, right? So, I can just tell. It was all the go-to signs of, really, you're getting sushi too? You're getting sushi too. I remember a moment in time when it was like, oh, it's at 8 o'clock, they make sushi in the mornings and you're not supposed to get sushi. It's bad to get sushi at 8 because they make it in the mornings. It obviously wasn't the consensus when I went to HEB. But anyway, it was kind of the usual telltale signs of discomfort, you know. But I got my sushi, I got my Starbucks, it was nice, and you know, just had a nice day. I was gonna go to the zoo, but didn't. So I'm gonna go to the zoo at some point in time, keep y'all updated on the giraffe expansion. It is a decline in the elephant exhibit, a decline in the camel exhibit habitat, but an increase in the giraffe exhibit. So I'll keep y'all updated on that. But anyway, it was a rough landing. I just had these nice 2 days, aside from, I think, people getting upset because I had $60 to spend, is what I'm getting at. And what took me 9 minutes to get at. People were upset I had $60 to spend, and a car, and alone time, is the feeling I got. And then it was a rough landing. It was a all the telltale signs. Banjo, let's go. You don't listen to me sometimes. Let's go, Banjo. Let's go. Let's go. It was just a rough landing. It was the mechanism and process. So, you know, starting from right when my mom picked me up in the evening. One second. Okay. I didn't make my coffee right this morning. Ugh. Anyway. Right from when my mom picked me up to getting home, it was just like I said, even though I have 4 years and a bit of mental expectation, I don't know what it is, if there's a psychology term for it or what, but I don't think these people are smart. I think these people are extremely dumb, especially socially. These people stars. So I don't know what the psychological term is, if there's a psychological term or what, but pushing people's buttons. Is there a psychological term for that? One second. So I appreciate y'all's 10 minutes. You know, sometimes I don't get, my thoughts don't really get collected until like at the end of the Banjo's a nice morning walk. But anyway, yeah, it was just the telltale signs that, you know, oh, it's like this. You're away, and whatever your experience was with other people, you're getting back to this neighborhood, and this is how your life's going to be. Which is not a public figure, not a married woman, not a worker, not a victim and victim's advocate. Which of course is not something that's enjoyable. So it was just the go-to classic, you know, and I wasn't having it. I was away, I was in a good mood, and then rough landing back to this, whatever this social situation is. What do y'all call it? Do y'all have a word for it? Speaking of words for things, whatever this situation is, where there's a lawn company, but it's quite different than the one that was nice and good. If I had to guess, my best guess in situation preparedness discussions is they have been replaced. But anyway, oh, I said cardinal over there. Good luck. Good luck to me. But anyway, it was just, I don't know what the psychological term is, to where it's like, I don't think they're smart, but if they're capable of anything, it's when to push somebody's buttons to get a reaction out of them. And you know, I hope y'all can judge y'all's own situations. You know, like I said, reading your situation is very important. And what's a part of my situation is, unfortunately, is if I don't, it's at the point where if I have to share this with y'all. I don't have to, but I feel like it's a better move if I share these frustrations and what's happening in my life with y'all, and making it public, even at the risk of advertising for their stupid stuff, and all that. I think overall there's more benefit and gain in sharing that than not sharing that. Especially in the situation where it's like they just want to close me off to the world, basically. So that's part of the reason. The other part of the reason is because, you know, they can't handle emotions. So if somebody talks bad about them, or somebody says that's messed up what they did, they're probably not going to feel good about it. To give an example, and what's been happening is if I put that on my social media, then there's a period of they don't do it, which, you know, I wonder what that psychological term is. And what brings me to my next point is, you know, unfortunately, it feels like a child has a hold of my life schedule. I say life schedule, my daily schedule. It feels like it's a child in the sense that there's always this punishment aspect to things. Especially when it comes to public interactions, and if you can even call it that, with my husband. You know, but there's no conceding. That's not an option. There's not an option. That's not an option for various reasons, and one of the reasons is in which I believe is I think things are. I can't see a lot, but from what I can see, it seems like the tides are turning. At least from my personal situation, social environment, I don't know what you call it. It seems like the tides are turning, and people are getting tired is one of the reasons I can tell. So as far as there might be a moment in time where they may have had a stronghold on the public square conversation and my reputation, but I don't think that's any longer. But anyway, just want to say, just my experience these past 2 days, 3 days back home. It was a rough landing. A part of me is like, damn, they pushed my buttons, and I should have been expecting that, but this is the journey I'm on. It happens. If people get frustrated about things, people get frustrated about things. So I just wanted to share that. You know, I feel like there's not really a wrong kind of emotion and reaction and way of feeling about experiences that are being pushed in my direction. But here I am, another day, another dollar. You know, I think that's also very important. Another reason why I wanted to make this video. But I had a nice time at Kimmy's for the most part, and rough landing back here. I don't think they're smart, but like I said, if there's one thing that they do is push people's buttons, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody, how tired they are. We're measuring, oh, it's been 4 years. She's had a semi-vacation with $60. We're going to hit her with the same old BS. But anyway, y'all have a good morning. It's the middle of the week. The lawn's getting mowed today. That one. You'll see that. The leaves are going to be, it's probably going to last, they're going to pick it up and it's going to last like a day. Anyway. And of course, this kind of situation. But anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Hopefully my husband right next to me. This is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, you know, I want to be together with my husband way before the elections in November. Obviously, I'm gonna keep fighting every day. We're both gonna keep fighting every day to be with each other. But like I said, my husband is extremely smart and intelligent, and he knows what he's doing. And it's been 4 years now. I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing too. But we're both going to be fighting to be with each other. And that's just how it is. There's no conceding. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Happy Wednesday.